Today I want to share a big idea, something that has revolutionized the way companies, both small and big, find customers successfully, increase market share quickly, and make sales go through the roof consistently. I want to show you how to use small business CRM software or an all-in-one cloud sales platform to boost your company's stature, overpower rivals, court customers, impress suppliers, and explode sales in no time. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I'm very happy to have you today. I hope you are doing fantastic. I hope you are doing marvelous. Are you? If you are doing marvelous, please grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Today I really want to talk about CRM software, customer relationship management software, and how a small business can use this to make money and make sales go through the roof. And this is very important. I'm going to teach you how entrepreneurs are making millions of dollars using simple functionalities, tips, and tricks that were not available 5 years ago. Now, your rivals are making money. What are you doing? Find out today how to boost your sales. Now, before I start, I just want to give a quick shout out to our millions of fans in the world, specifically in the United States and Canada, and also Australia. Speaking of Australia, I'm giving a shout out right now to Jaden Rice. He is in Bendigo, Australia. Sky Maguire, Bendigo, Australia. Kimber Hinton, Bendigo, Australia. We love you. We say hi to you. We love your respective families. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you very much for all the opportunities and all the encouragement. Great. Now, one thing I want to talk today about is that there is an ability for you to increase your sales using CRM. As a small business, you can explode your sales using CRM or an all-in-one cloud sales platform. Now, sell more. How do you use CRM tools to sell more, to boost productivity, processes, and pipeline visibilities for your sales team? Now, this is very important, right? If you want to have, for you to sell more, you have to give increased pipeline visibility to your sales teams, right? So that if you have the ability to give them more directives, more goals, more quotas, they can execute more. The good thing with CRM software is that it allows you to have a user interface that really removes the friction between, it removes the friction from deal updates so that your reps, your sales team, and management, they are always able to access, analyze, and collaborate on relevant deal data. This is very important because the last thing you want is you want your team, your sales rep, and your management to be disconnected to work on different data points. It is very important, especially in a globalized environment that all stakeholders in the sales cycle, particularly sales management and sales reps, for both those two groups to be able to access the same data at the same time. So it is very important. Using CRM, you are able to have visibility into the sales data, and this is very important. Pipeline visibility is one key thing. Think about it. Imagine you have a global team, right, who work from locations as varied as South Africa, China, Japan, United States, Canada, Germany, Nigeria, Angola, Brazil, right? You have a global sales team. And the thing is that you want all these individuals to have pipeline visibility. It is very important, therefore, to do what? Very important to have an integrated one platform that allows your team to communicate in real time and be able to make decisions on deal, not only on deals, but also on deal updates. ASAP. So this is one thing that CRM gives you. It allows you to gain pipeline visibility. Another element that CRM allows you to do is to, again, it doesn't really matter the brand or the software vendor that you choose, but most CRM nowadays, especially the most advanced one, again, it's not about breaking the bank or spending a lot of money here. The most important here to do is that you want to look for a CRM. I will talk about that later on. You want to look for a CRM that has some kind of cloud integration, so that the maintenance of the software, the updates and the upgrades, all these things are done via the cloud, either regular cloud or hybrid cloud. So CRM, the second feature that allows you to sell more here, is the reason why you want to choose a CRM, a cloud CRM, is that it allows you to prioritize the leads and opportunities, right? So we all know, as veteran marketers know, that not all leads and opportunities are created equal, right? Some leads will have greater preeminence over others. Some opportunities will have greater impact over others. So you want to keep your sales team focused on the highest value leads, and not only on the highest value leads, but also on the highest value deals. And the way to do that is that you can integrate automatic scoring rules, automatic scoring criteria that allows you to not only rate the deals and the lead in real time, but also have a view of your full funnel analytics. It is very important. A lot of global sales team, especially small and medium-sized businesses, ignore the full funnel analytics that you find usually in the CRM tools, and that's really a big mistake, because if you don't have a clear overview of your full funnel analytics, you're missing a big part of the integrated sales process. You're not able to capture the biggest deals and the biggest leads. You might capture them in the short run, but you will start losing them in the medium and in the long run. So the ability is to have an overview, a greater perception of your full funnel analytics. The third thing you want to do, the third thing that CRM allows you to do, especially when it comes to selling more, right? Making sales explode, because that's the goal. That's why we're here today. We want to make sales explode. You want to turn your customers into advocates. This is very important, right? Because if you want to turn your customers into loyal clients for life, the thing here is not to have them just buy from you over time, right? You want them to become your salespersons. Think about it. If your customers are complementing your regular sales team, that's just fantastic, right? And this is what we want to have here. What we want to have is to understand that happy customers not only buy more, they also promote your product or service to others. And this is the position you want to get yourself into. Regardless of the industry you're in, you want your customer to become your salespeople. You want them to become your advocates, right? So a good CRM tool allows you to pave the way to have a strong operational foundation, a strong operational and technological foundation to manage relationship and deliver customer happiness at scale, right? We're not talking here about local initiatives. We're not talking about local opportunities here. We are looking at things from a scale perspective. How do you scale out? How do you scale the business? How do you scale the relationship so that your thousands of clients, your hundreds of clients can complement the sales team? Another thing that you need to do, and another thing that CRM software allows you to do, again, here we're not talking about only a startup or an established business. We're talking about all kinds of businesses, and we are talking about all kinds of industries, because a CRM nowadays, based on the technological advances, a CRM can be applied to any industry. And this is what we want to focus on here, that a CRM tool allows you to enable a mobile sales team. This is very important, folks. You want to have a mobile sales team. And the thing here is that you want to have a mobile sales application. And what the thing is, the CRM tool will allow you to pair enterprise-grade functionality with a consumer-grade user interface so that you can deliver an ideal mobile sales experience. What do I mean by that? So basically, you have CRM, customer relationship management applications, that are, as you can imagine, an ERP, right? It's an enterprise-grade functionality, but we live in a mobile world. We live in an IoT world, right? So you want to enable your team to have the mobile functionalities, to have the 5G, the 4G functionalities with the consumer grade user interface, so that they can respond in real time. They can actually make the changes that are needed so that your operations become an adaptive and agile operation. And agile operations always win in the long run. You just got to look at all the startups. They have become unicorns in no time, right? The Uber of the world, the Didi, the Lyft of the world, the Airbnb. Those are companies that many years ago were not unicorns, right? And today they are unicorns, again, through the power of the CRM, the power of the power of establishing an agile operation. Again, a unicorn, just FYI, a unicorn is a company, is a startup that has reached the valuation of $1 billion. At least once you reach the $1 billion, you can be called a unicorn. That's just a Wall Street, jargon. But we're not here to dream about 1 billion valuation. We're here to dream about 10 million, 100 million, things that are more realistic, to our viewers here. So, using the CRM can allow you to get to that level very quick. We will be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to the second section of this program. We are talking about how to use CRM software, how small businesses can use CRM software, or an all-in-one cloud sales platform to boost their company stature, overpower rivals, court customers, impress suppliers, and explode sales in no time. Now, I'm continuing my list of the benefits that CRM tool, a small business CRM tools, provide to many companies when it comes to selling more, when it comes to boosting revenue, when it comes to increasing market share. Now, let's talk now about the how to use CRM to drive sales actions with data. Now, it is very important that to say that if you have a global team or even a local team, and as long as your team is agile, you want to get to things very, very, very quickly. You can find quick and easy answers to many, many questions through a CRM. Now, gone are the days where you have to constantly, comb through thousands or hundreds of pages, Word documents or Excel documents, and trying to find a question to an answer to a question. Nowadays with CRM, as specifically an all-in-one cloud sales platform, you can find the answers you need by just typing the questions directly into the tool. For instance, which deals will close this month, or which deal closed last month, or which are the deals where I'm just behind, which deals am I about to lose. Those insights are easy to find and share across your organization. And the bottom line is, once you have this, you can improve your sales process. The sales team is empowered. They have access to the best and the latest. They can really act really quickly in real time. Again, the name of the game here is real-time reaction, agility. agility. We have no time to lose, so that your sales team can be reactive and proactive. Not reactive. They can be proactive and not reactive. So, a CRM tool allows you to drive sales action with data. Now, another good benefits of a CRM tools here is that it allows your small business to capitalize on leads. This is very important. Now, a lead can take a lot of time, can take some time to convert, right? Depending on the lead itself, depending on your business, depending on the economic condition, depending on the cycle in the industry, depending on a lot of things, depending on the position of the lead in the value chain. Now, with a CRM tool, a lot of stuff you can do. You can use many functionalities in the tool and integrate those functionalities in your other software program, in your other programs, for instance, and use a series of marketing automation tools to instantaneously deliver leads to the sales team. So basically, what we're trying to say here is that, you optimize funnel tracking. Funnel tracking is optimized, and what you have is you can prioritize the leads, you can prioritize the deals, you can prioritize the conversion priorities, so that you can allocate the right time effectively. Let me just break this down. Basically, on a normal day, your sales team, your sales rep have a lot of leads to focus on, right? Now, if you don't have proper funnel tracking, what will happen is that they might focus on the leads that are maybe good for them, because maybe they can get better commission rates, or they can meet their quota. But the thing that's happening is that those leads might not be good for the company as a whole, might not be good for the team as a whole. They might be good at the individual level, but not good at the team level. So this is why you want to integrate funnel tracking, so that you can prioritize things the right way, so the reps know what's important and they can allocate time effectively. Again, the bottom line here is that what matters is the goal of the team, not the goal of the individual sales rep. With a great CRM tool or an all-in-one cloud sales platform, you can really sort of analyze the past and predict the future. You can explain the past and predict the future. Here, we are getting deeper into trend analysis. We are getting deeper into variance analysis. You can analyze past results versus current results. You can analyze current results versus expected results, and those things are very important, because a CRM tool automatically tracks over thousands of data points for every customers. And what it does is that it can turn those data points into reports, and not only bringing a scientific approach to the way you analyze and forecast your business, right? So we all know the Pareto rule that says that 20% of customers will provide 80% of sales, right? Now the question here is that out of that 80% of clients that provide 20% of the business, there are winners, there are future winners in those 80%. In other words, there are businesses that will leave the 80% and move into the 20%. So becoming part of the elite, if you will. So if you don't have the right tools, you can't track those future winners. You can, and the best way to track those future winners and to start looking at data points, individual data points. But you got to have a sophisticated tool that allows you to track those data points and turn them into understandable, intelligible reports that the sales reps can look at, can analyze. Your sales management team can look and analyze and make decisions. So the bottom line is not just to look at a report, right? The bottom line here is to be able to look at a report, understand what the report is telling you, and forecast your business operation. Another thing that I want to talk about here when it comes to CRM is CRM tools allow you to reduce the administrative burden, right? So if you're able to navigate, if you have a very sort of a user-friendly interface, you are able to navigate with ease. You are able to use the best tools to automate administrative tasks, and you are able to enable your reps to focus on their deals. Remember, you want your reps to focus on leads and deals, right? They shouldn't be burdened with admin work. They shouldn't be burdened with answering the phone if it's not important, if it's not leading to a deal, right? Because the bottom line here again is to save time, to optimize the value chain, to optimize the sales cycle, and this is what CRM does. Again, I want to emphasize the fact that it has nothing to do with your industry. It doesn't matter whether you're an import-export, you're a cars dealership, you are an online, you own an online e-commerce website, you're a fashion person, you are a freelancer. Doesn't really matter. I'm trying to break down for you that a CRM tool is the most powerful tool right now for a small and mid-sized business to scale the business. Again, because I'm not looking at this from a local perspective. I don't care if you live in Nevada, if you live in Chicago, if you live in New York, you live in Boston. No, because whatever you live, this is a global industry. This is a global market, and the competition is happening. The competition is coming to you from anyone, anywhere in the world. On this, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay around. Stick around. Welcome back, folks, to another section of this beautiful show about CRM software and the transformation that this beautiful software can have on small business sales throughout the world. For those who just joined us, I have a couple of things for you. What are we talking about today? I am sharing a big idea. I'm sharing something that has revolutionized the way companies, both small and big, find customers successfully, increase market share quickly, and make sales go through the roof consistently. I am trying to show you today how to use small business CRM software or an all-in-one cloud sales platform to boost your organization's stature, overpower rivals, court customers, impress suppliers, and explode sales in no time. Now, I have talked about how to sell more using CRM tool. Now I'm going to show you how to communicate, how to interact with your salesperson using CRM tool. But before I do that, do me a favor. If you like this kind of content so far, if you appreciate the clarity of the content, if you appreciate the directness, if you appreciate the fact that this is the latest info in the market, if you appreciate that, just give us a big like, a big thumbs up. Consider sharing this data with someone who right now might need it. A company who is having their sales being sitting in the lethargy zone, their sales being lethargic. Share this data with them. Allow them to know that CRM software can help them move forward. Comment below. Let us know your own opinion, your own insight into, sales software. What you have used, the kind of experience you have. Share this with us. And please subscribe also. We will love it. We love our subscribers. We love to grow our community, our Sweetie Kiwi community. Subscribe, smash that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so that you can be kept in the loop whenever we drop a new show every single day. Now, one thing also that I should have said is that please watch our ads also, because this show is ad supported. This show, the production team relies on resources, on ad resources to be able to find to do the research, to investigate, to produce, to continue producing free quality content. Now, before we talk about communication, I want to quickly give a fan shout out. I want to give a shout out to Billy Duke in New London, New Hampshire, Hayden Cannon in Peterborough, New Hampshire, and Summer Byers in Union, New Hampshire. We love you. We love your respective families. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the shout out. We are happy to have you around. Billy, Hayden, and Summer from New Hampshire. Beautiful state of New Hampshire. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, where were we? Where were we? One thing I want to talk about today is communicate, right? How to communicate with customers, how to connect with customers seamlessly. And this is one great advantage of CRM tools, right? Because they allow you really to communicate with customers seamlessly using the built-in SMS, calling, texting, emailing functionalities, right? Because it's very important to contact the customers when the opportunity is right. So the thing you want to do is that CRM tools, the latest ones at least, have integrated AI functionalities. So artificial intelligence functionalities. They allow you to know what the prospects are really thinking, right? And figure out the optimal time for outreach. Now, the good thing is that you have something called comprehensive email intelligence. So it's very sophisticated. Some CRM tools using cloud functionalities have something called email sentiment analysis. And you know, of course, everybody is aware of the traditional read notifications, right? But you have other new sophisticated tools that are embedded in the latest all-in-one cloud sales platform that allow you to really, contact the customer when the time is right, and to strike while the iron is still hot. Now, email notification, it's very important. You can reach out to the right prospects at exactly the right times. This is very important. You want to reach out to the right prospect. You want your sales team to contact the right prospect at exactly the right time. Now, the thing is that the way it works is that you can have real-time push notifications, as well as a series of very diverse but aligned alerts that tells you when a prospect reads or clicks on your emails, so that at that particular moment you can strike while the iron's still hot. You can actually respond, ASAP. You can even automate. You can automate the response, so you don't have to sit in front of your computer at the particular moment. If your prospect is reading his or her email at 1 a.m, you don't have to sit in front of your computer at 1 a.m, right? You can basically set everything in the system so that when the prospect is reading the email at that particular time, an email goes out to the prospect ASAP at that particular moment. This is very important. Another thing that is key here is that what we call sentiment analysis, right? Sentiment analysis tells you, listen, this customer, this prospect is thinking about dropping the ball. So a deal is in danger. A deal might be lost. So you are getting some, AI powered sentiment analysis based on some data points, how the prospect is feeling, what's really happening here. And this allows you to know that a deal might be lost. A deal is in jeopardy here. And what you do is you are going to use and the tool usually uses, of course, artificial intelligence, right? But the tool, the CRM tool, analyzes linguistic patterns in your prospect email. So basically what it is here is that there are keywords that signal positivity or negativity, right? So the tool will analyze those signals in the prospect email, so you know that there might be some negative sentiments, coming forward, or there might be some upcoming negative sentiment, and that with that info, with that warning, you can take any action to mitigate the negative sentiment. You can take any action to block the deleterious action from the customer or from the prospect. The important thing here is that instant live reaction, proactivity. You can be proactive, right? So when you get this sort of alert, you can take immediate action. So you don't have to wait 24 hours when the prospect has already made their mind, right? You are acting again in real time. The idea here again is not to sit at your desk and follow what your prospects are thinking or doing. The idea is to set things up, and it's very easy to set things up in the system, in the CRM system, so that you can move, fast. You can be proactive, even if you're sleeping, even if you are snoring. Even if you are snoring, the system is working for you. The CRM tool is working for you. That's what we're trying to get, right? You want to be on vacation in Acapulco. You want to be somewhere in Punta Cana. You want to be somewhere in Indonesia, in Bali, and relax and get the nicest tan. And you want your CRM tool to analyze through AI, artificial intelligence, through the analysis of linguistic patterns. You want your AI tool to analyze things and work for you while you are relaxing, right? So the third thing when it comes to communicating with the customer is, something called outcome reporting. Now, some CRM tool call it result reporting. Some, RIRI. Some people call it summary reporting. Now, the thing here is that you are able to basically summarize, your email conversations and selling techniques. In other words, you're getting a recap of, if you have a series of emails with a customer, right? The system is able to summarize this for you in a nice one pager or half a page that tells you what are the big takeaways, right? So the system provides you with reports that examine key metrics, including email count and outcomes. So for instance, that if the deal is dead, or if a deal is in jeopardy of being lost, or if the deal is on the right track, right? You can only have 3 outcomes here. A deal is on the right track of closing, right? Or a deal is in la la land, it's just sitting there lethargic, nothing to do, or a deal is about to die. And you can make you can take the right action ASAP to counter the undesired outcome. Another thing that you need to know here when it comes to communicating through CRM is that a lot of the latest tools have something called mobile CRM. So you can actually, again, we are moving from a desktop society to a mobile society, right? So you can receive important email insights and warnings, usually warnings and alerts on your smartphone and tablets. And if you have the latest tool of any CRM vendor, the latest tool allows you to, access and measure email communication from all corners of the world without being close to a desktop device, desktop computer. Not really. You want to be able to, and the reason why this is important again is because of your sales team. If you want to deploy a sales team over the world to be able to expand your business, you need to have the mobile CRM functionality here. Okay, we will be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to Sweaty Kiwi. Are you enjoying the show so far? I'm just enjoying. I love talking about CRM software. I love talking about customer relationship management software. I love talking about how businesses are exploding sales. Like really having a hurricane of sales. A hurricane of ka-ching, 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 making money. No stop. So today we are talking about CRM, right? And we are talking about all-in-one sales cloud platform. We're trying to understand how to use the cloud and the CRM tool to make sales explode. And I'm giving you some tips on how to communicate with clients, how to use communication functionalities, and using the insight from those functionalities to make decisions in real time. So we talked about email, mobile CRM. Now I want to talk about email integrations. The most important thing is that you want to focus on customers, not the tools, right? You want to have easy to use, easy peasy email applications, so you can spend less time worrying about switching apps, changing things, but you want to spend more time focusing on customers right now, and that's very important. So if you have a good CRM tool, one thing you can do is really sync your email provider of choice, whether it is Gmail or Outlook, I don't care. You can sync all email addresses and messages into one simple place, in one single contact. And this is very important because you don't want to spend 30 minutes trying to find an email, trying to find a customer. You want everything to be synced nice and neat. You can also have email automation here. The very important thing here is that, and this is something that a lot of people don't tell you, you don't really need to do a marketing campaign through a third party. You can send bulk emails in a matter of seconds without sacrificing personalization. Let me repeat that. This is huge. This is humongous. You can send, as a small business owner, you have access to the same CRM tools that the big players have access to, and you can send bulk emails in a matter of seconds without sacrificing personalization. Imagine if you have an email list of 100,000. You can just send this in a matter of seconds. You can send a blast email in a matter of seconds, and you can create and save several email templates, and you can leverage merge tags like company, function, location, name, and you can merge those tags. You can leverage those merge tags just to add that human touch, right? So people think, oh, dear Paul, or dear Rita, or dear Emily, we are very happy, blah, blah, blah. You can really, leverage those merge tags to add the human touch. And this is very important. Another thing you want to do, which is also has been very key in the last 3 years, is the ability to do email tracking, right? So email tracking is very key. What does that mean? The email tracking here is that you can keep all your email communication in context. So that what's happening here is that all all contact related and lead messages are automatically logged and recorded in the platform. No matter where, no matter how they were sent, whether you have sent them via your inbox or via another application, the thing you can do is you can track all those emails in one single spot. Again, we are talking about sales synchronization, and that's the tool we are trying to have here to synchronize all the sales in one single spot. Mobile CRM is another thing that's important. Now, of course, as I said earlier, in the other thing there is, as I said earlier, mobile CRM will be very, 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 very conducive here because you are able to integrate. So everything about email integration, email automation, and email tracking, you can have all these things on a mobile CRM tool. So of course you get the CRM tool on a desktop if you want to, but you have the same data in real time on your tablet or smartphone. Not only you, your whole team scattered throughout the world. So you have something called geographic synchronicity. You are able to synchronize things from a geographical standpoint, and this is very huge right now. Especially, again, we live in a modern world that is driven by globalization, that is driven by Internet of Things, that is driven by artificial intelligence, that is driven by mobile synergy. So by having that synergy at the operational level and by having the synergy at the mobile level, you are able to grow your business and explode sales. You see, You didn't see. Do you see? No. Yes. Yes. No. Okay. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another section of Sweetie Kiwi. Are you enjoying the show so far? Don't lie. I am following you. I can see your eyes right now. You. Yes. You. Now, we are talking about, for those who just joined us right now, we are talking about something very interesting, something very powerful here. I want to share with you a big idea, something that has revolutionized the way companies, both small and big, find customers quickly, increase market share successfully, and make sales go through the roof consistently. I want to show you how to use small business software, CRM software, or an all-in-one cloud sales platform to boost your company's stature, overpower rivals, court customers, impress suppliers, and explode sales in no time. Now, we've talked about how to sell more using a CRM tool. We've talked about how to communicate to your customers and all your stakeholders, everybody involved in the value chain of your business, from the sales team to your customers, going through your suppliers, your vendors, your logistics team. Now, let's talk about something very important. We're going to continue talking about communication here before we move on to the next section. But very quickly, before we talk about communication, I want to say, if you find this content so far, if you just like the quality of the content, if you like the breadth and depth of the content, if you are just in love with our channel, lovey, consider subscribing right now. Hit that subscribe button. We deliver great content every single day. Rain or shine, great quality, great content. Comment below, share your experience with us, with the rest of the team, about your experience about CRM tool, how to use CRM in a corporate environment. Share your experience. Consider liking our content, and we'll love you right back. Now, before I continue this conversation here, I want to quickly say something that is very important here, and that is that basically we want to give a big shout out to one person, Caden Parks in Old Bridge, New Jersey, Jesse Lowe in Somers Point, New Jersey, and Nova McKee in Franklinville, New Jersey. Caden Parks, Jesse Lowe, and Nova McKee in New Jersey. Great state of New Jersey. We love you. We love you. Respect your families. Keep kicking. Keep working hard. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the help. Thank you so much. Now, the thing with the CRM tools is that you can make smarter calls faster, right? So, not you necessarily, but your sales rep can make calls without lifting a finger, really. And the thing is that each call is automatically logged into the CRM tool, and the calls, the conversations are recorded. So your team really can analyze and adjust their approach, right? There is no pressure, there is no hassle here. Everything is automated. But the most important thing is that the person, the human being, is now in control of everything. And that's the beauty of the whole thing. So, there are a lot of several vendors have several tools, really, but most vendors, and in preparing this show, we have analyzed more than 12 vendors, and the top ones, the top one that specialized in small business CRM tools. So they all have similar functionalities here, and one that is very important is click to call. So you're not really wasting time dialing, and even while you do that, you can just make and receive calls directly from your browser with a single click. Isn't that beautiful? Think about it. You don't have to tap those teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini, whatever, those teeny weeny numbers. You don't have to click on any phone number to place a call, right? Or you can just make a quick call from a single click, and you can easily generate call list for rapid automated dialing. This is very this is a time saver here. You can do call logging and recording, right? So your reps can actually you can save your reps valuable time while improving the integrity of the data, right? So the thing here is that your reps have more time to capture call outcomes with a single click. They can easily keep track of important conversation notes. They only talk about the 20% of the things that matter in a conversation and not worry about the 80% of blah 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 blah. So that allows you and your sales reps to do what? To say the right things at the right moments, which gives you a huge likelihood to store and access important notes, and close deals quickly. Another thing that you also have is that if you have customers who are not available via phone, you can actually do integrated testing. You can send SMS. You can send an SMS messages, and that's and this is another winner too, because you can follow up with a quick text and have all of your sent and received messages, SMS messages, automatically tracked and attached to your lead. Right? So the lead, the contact, and the deal cards. Now, the good thing is that it has been proven, according to a McKinsey, the consulting company, according to a McKinsey report, customers are 75% more likely to answer an SMS message than they are to answer a phone call. So, integrating texting in your CRM strategy, in your sales strategy, is a big winner in the short and medium term, right? Another thing that CRM tools allow you to have is to get the insights you need to effectively enhance your phone conversations and selling techniques. So there are a lot of tools, there are a lot of key metrics, a lot of essential metrics that includes things like call count, outcome, duration, prioritization, sentiment analysis, the sort of stuff that you need, the intel you need to move fast. There is also something that you need to remember here is that, when it comes to the call, the scripts, the integrated testing, all these things allow you at the end to do what? To have a better understanding of your sales cycle, a better understanding of the data points, a better understanding of what makes calls sales, what makes calls lead to sales, so you can make smarter calls faster, right? That's the bottom line really here. And you can actually train your team. You can train your team. You can train your team to make smarter calls faster, not only faster, but also more effectively. So that, in other words, the more effective calls mean that the client is expecting the call. The client is willing to engage in a deal with you. The client is already sold on the deal even before you called. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that you are actually calling a client who's already sold on the deal? Imagine how easy the work is for your sales rep. So this is where we're trying to get here. Increase effectiveness in the sales cycle. All right? We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another section of how to make ka-ching, how to make more money, how to increase sales, how to boost, how to explode sales. I don't like the word increase. I want to explode sales. I want you to make millions of dollars in sales. I want you to shoot sales through the roof. That's what we're looking for. And the thing here is that we've talked about communication. We've talked about how to sell. Now we want to talk about integration, right? Because CRM software, the right one at least, the right ones must integrate nicely with all your favorite tools, right? And the way the market leader, the CRM providers, the leading CRM providers do this is that they allow you to have a series of tools that can integrate they have a robust integration directory and APIs. And APIs are very key, right? Because if you are dealing with multiple functionalities and multiple programs, it is very important to have a robust integration directory and APIs. Now, one thing that the CRM software allows you to do very well is that you can get up and run instantly. So you can seamlessly connect your CRM to the tools you love with integrations that are built, and those are built to trigger immediate outcomes and extend really the advantages of your CRM tools across your business. Here I'm talking about all other tools, right? Your HR, your human resource management tools, your ERP if needed, your mobile apps, and all your operation system, your cloud, your other cloud storage backup, and other operation system. All these things have to integrate robustly and in an encrypted manner, right? So in a secure manner. And this is what's really important. So you want to look at things that there are a couple of things that allow this integration to happen. You have things like analytics. So you can capitalize on the benefits of a CRM tool that has the analytics capabilities. So, and you want to have that with your integration partners. This is very important, right? Now, contact management. If you have, let's say, thousands of contact lists, you want to be able to, automate and organize the content outreach with these integrations. The same applies to content management. One thing that is important is that if you have a globalized team, for instance, a globalized sales team, for example, you want your reps to have access to up-to-date sales and marketing content, and that they can easily view what's already been shared. Because the bottom line here is you don't want your sales rep to continually ask for the same data over and over and over. This is a waste of time that a lot of small businesses engage in, unfortunately, and it's time to stop that because you are wasting time, resources, and money. So you want to make sure that through integrated content management, your sales team has access to the latest sales and marketing info, and they can see what's already been shared. They don't have to ask again. Another thing that is very important also is customer support. Now, client support is key, right? Client support integration gives your reps and your sales team management a true overview, a true 360-degree account view. And what it does is that it increases that access, increase accessibility, exposure, highlights, but also chat functionality. You're able to look at the data from a bird's eye view and make the determinations that are critical. Another thing that is important also when it comes to integration is lead generations. Now, with the proper CRM tool, you can integrate your lead generation into the overall tool, your overall ERP. Now, a recent study by the consulting firm Deloitte has shown that 75% of buyers choose the vendor who responds first. Think about that. 75% of buyers choose the vendor who responds first. Now, it's critical. It is vital. It is, I don't even know the words I have to use, but it is just critical for you to give your sales team the edge by connecting your CRM tool with your favorite lead generation tools, right? Another thing that's very important is productivity, right? You want your team to save time, to save money, to save stress. You want them to be productive and you want them to work smarter. Now, if you have the proper integrations, especially the integration that automate tasks and streamline communications, you can give your team that competitive edge. You can boost their productivity overnight. So instead of working and instead of toiling on the same content over several hours, over 4, 5, 6 hours. They can do the same work in 4, if not 3 hours. That's the power of the CRM tool. Another thing that you can also do with the CRM tool in terms of integration is coding and billing, right? So you want to keep your reps focused on selling, right? Because you don't want them to focus on things like billing, inventory processes, order processes, billing, or coding, right? No, this is not what a sales rep should focus on. A sales rep should sell. So if you can optimize and automate the back-end processes, the back office processes, then you are in a better shape. You can crush your competition faster, and you can advance a lot easier. Another thing I want to talk about here is that you want to be able to create flexible and reliable connections, right? And the key word here is that the CRM tool allows you to become agile. The CRM tool allows your team and your sales team and your overall team, including the admin, the marketing, the whole value chain, the team working on the whole value chain. It allows them to create flexible, agile, and reliable connections. So whether they are working on a side project or building a major integrations, they can use APIs and SDKs to get the foundation, to get the proper integration. And this is very important because you want to sync everything on the same platform. You don't want your data, you don't want your team to be spread across multiple platforms, some of which don't talk to each other, and this is disastrous. I see a lot of companies who do that, especially in this cloud environment, in the era of the cloud. Not having the proper integration is just a recipe for disaster. And on this note, we will be right back. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We are here again. This is it's another section of this beautiful show. Today we are talking about CRM software, right? Customer relationship management software that allows you to sell more and more and more, make money, right? Customers must buy if they want to buy from you, but one thing you want to do is you need to convince them that you are the best seller in town. And how do we do that? That's what we're talking about today. Okay, where were we? Before we continue, let me just say that if you just joined this show, we have great news for you. Because in this show, I have been talking about what? I've been talking about how to use small business CRM software or an all-in-one cloud sales platform to boost your company's stature, to overpower your rivals, to court customers, to impress your suppliers, and explode sales in no time, right? We need to explode sales in no time. Now, I just love the word, the sound of explode sales in no time. I like that. Explosion. Now, basically, before I talk about how to prospect using a CRM tool, let me first give a faint shout out again to John Lawson in Navajo Dam. That's in New Mexico. John Lawson, Navajo Dam, New Mexico. Mel Phillips in Gascon, New Mexico. And Alexandra Lee in Taos Ski Valley in New Mexico. John Lawson, Mel Phillips, Alexandra Lee, we thank you and we bless your families and we bless you for helping us. Thank you so much. We are very, very grateful. Now, dear audience, if you love this content so far, please consider subscribing to our channel. We work hard to provide top quality content every single day. We smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you are aware of anything that goes on in the Sweetie Kiwi community, all the new shows that we drop every day. You can comment below by sharing your experience with us on CRM software, on the best sales tools that you see out there. We are very, very happy to spread the wealth, the intellectual wealth, the knowledge in our community, and learn from each other. And also comment, share, like, and by the way, don't forget to watch the ads. They really help too. I will just say it. I'll say it. Yeah, of course. This show is ad supported. We need resources to hire more in our production team, more people to conduct all the investigation, to do the research, to write the show, and we need everything that we can, all the resources that we can, especially because we want to continue providing free quality content, right? So let's talk about prospecting. A CRM tool allows you to prospect smartly, effectively, and quickly, right? So you can actually take the pain out of prospecting with CRM software, because most software, especially the latest one, the small business software of nowadays, if you will, they have a comprehensive prospecting suite that is complete with lead discovery, things like intelligent recommendation, enrichment, prioritization, a lot of things that I believe, and I'm sure, sound like music to your ears, right? If you are a sales rep or if you are a business owner, you want to focus on these things. I mean, it just sounds so beautiful. I'm going to say it again. Lead discovery, prioritization, enrichment, intelligent recommendations. Those are important. Now, how do you increase with the CRM tool? You can increase conversion. And what you do is you can boost your prospecting really. And you can do so by creating targeted prospect lists, right? You can identify the right professionals within each account. And the most important thing is that you can directly and harmoniously prospect across multiple channels. This is very important. You can, you don't have, gone are the days where you have to do things one at a time, where you have to prospect one channel at a time, right? Nowadays, with the proper CRM tool, you can prospect seamlessly across multiple channels. And another thing you can do also is you can enhance your productivity. You can optimize the productivity. So basically what happens here is that your sales team, your sales reps are able to look at an entire data set and make sure that that data set is complete and up to date. And they can use the data set to prospect with the click of a button. So again, we are cutting the whole manual aspect of things. And what will happen, what's going to happen here is that you'll be able to seamlessly and directly use the data set to increase productivity. Another thing that is very important here is that you can use a CRM tool to discover opportunities. You can discover several opportunities. Remember, the world is your playground, right? We are forgetting the days where you are competing at the local level. You are competing on a global stage. Say that with me. I am competing on the global stage. I am competing on the global stage. I am competing on the global stage. Keep on, say that. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Are you sleeping on me? Wake up. Wake up. So, I am competing on the global stage, right? So, you can discover new opportunities with a strong CRM tool. Because what's happening here is that there is a feature called intelligent lead recommendation. So you can discover quickly opportunities in previously untapped and inaccessible markets, right? I'm not talking somewhere in Antarctica here. I'm not talking about Siberia here, right? We're talking about a market where my dog and I can go and live and and still survive after 3 months, right? So the idea here is what? The idea is to start looking at new frontier market using a CRM tool to tap into new frontier market, right? Market that have a large potential. Markets like, for instance, South Africa, Brazil, markets such as Russia, China, of course, the BRICS, markets such as India, they have a large potential. So, you want to be able to discover opportunities in those previously untapped and inaccessible markets. Another thing that you want to do also is that you can also use, targeted lead list. Depending on how you categorize them, you can use industry, you can use company size, you can use the role of the person, and you can create that list using those fields, and based on the field, really sort of tweak things around and see what works. In this case, you are going to use trial and error. Now, CRM tool can give you artificial intelligence to sort of refine and tweak that list, but you're still going to have some kind of trial and error embedded in the process. But you know what? That's where the fun is, right? Because through trial and errors, you might actually learn new stuff. And it's not really a waste of time if you think about it. It's an opportunity to actually discover trends in the market. So with a great CRM tool, you have the opportunity to learn new stuff, the opportunity to understand new stuff, and the opportunity to finally find what really works and what doesn't, right? On this note, I will be right back. Welcome back, folks, to another section of this CRM software show. For those who are just joining us, thank you so much for being here with us. We just appreciate your attention, your presence. What are we talking about here? Today, I'm sharing with you, with all the viewers, a big idea. I'm sharing with millions of viewers something that has revolutionized the way companies, both small and big, find customers successfully, increase market share quickly, and make sales go through the roof consistently. I want to show you, and throughout this program, I've been trying to show you how to use small business software or an all-in-one cloud sales platform to boost your company's stature, overpower rivals, court customers, impress suppliers, and explode sales in no time. Now, I have been talking about how to sell more, how to communicate using a CRM tool, how to integrate a CRM tool, how to prospect. Now we want to look at how to have success with a CRM tool, how to power customer success using a CRM tool. And this is a biggie, folks. This is a big one. Now, what's really important is that a CRM tool allows you, a customer relationship management tool allows you to clinch success quickly. If you have a small business or you are an entrepreneur who is about to start up a business, having a CRM tool can really, help you hit the ground running. It gives you a hands-on assistance on projects, on things like, process mapping, things like, success benchmarking, on things like priority efficiency, on things like sales cycle optimization. So you are able to identify where your strong sales point are, right? You are able to customize your unique sales process. You can customize things like your team structure and your integration requirements and more. Now, a lot of CRM tools out there are able to give you the sophistication you need, and most of them, especially those that are embedded on the cloud, either cloud or hybrid cloud, have 5 key steps to success. And those key steps to success are very important. The first part is process mapping, right? So by looking at your sales value, your sales chain, your sales cycle, a CRM tool is able to help you define the key processes and the success KPIs for your sales team, right? KPIs standing for the key performance indicators. So you are able to map your process. You are able to prioritize what's important. You are able to belittle what's not important, right? So by mapping the process, think of it as a Gantt chart. For those who are familiar with project management, think of it as a Gantt chart. So you can map a process Very simply, but the tool allows you to do these things very quickly. You can actually map your process and define the success KPIs for your sales team, so your sales rep know exactly what kind of quotas they need to reach, what kind of commissions, what kind of money, what kind of kaching they're making, right? Over how many days, this kind of stuff. The second thing here is that you can using a good CRM tool, you can configure the process that you just mapped in the first step. You can configure that process to fit your unique operation and team structure. What that means is that, let's say you have a team, you have a company that operates in various fields. Let's say you have a sales team that sells product A, you have another sales team that sells product B, right? You can have a unified process mapped at the company level, but in the second step, you have to configure that unified process. You have to configure it to each sales funnel, right? So you have product A sales funnel and product B sales funnel. So that's where the customization or the configuration comes into place. The third step that is very important here is the analysis of the data. You want to analyze the data. You want to know exactly, where the data is. So, you want to make sure that you can integrate your data into every situation. And this is very important. This is how you are able to stay on top of the market. You are able to get market share. Number 4, you can train your team, right? You can train your sales reps to get the things done, what you need, to get you the things that you need. So with a good CRM tool, you can really train your team in real time, not only in terms of the product, the CRM, but also in terms of the product, the product or service you're selling, right? And also in terms of the market trends. And the number 5, the fifth element here is that by integrating all these things, you'll be able to see an explosion in your sales. The ability to know that, okay, here is a ROI, here is a return on investment on this process, and you can see clearly that your sales will start taking off. Now, when it comes to CRM, it's always important to choose a vendor, a CRM vendor that allows you to hit your growth goals and achieve long-term success, right? You want to choose someone who understands. You want to choose a company that understands your particular industry. But not only that, a company that has a company whose products integrates all the features I have given you, right? Because you don't want just to choose anyone who is does not understand your industry, or doesn't have, maybe they understand your industry, but they don't have the features, the latest features. The last thing you want is spend money on your small business, on small business CRM software that doesn't have the latest and greatest features, right? That will be a loss of money. On this, I will be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to the last section of this beautiful show. I'm very happy to be around. I'm very happy to share this conversation with you. Before we wrap up the show, I just want to give another fan shout out. I want to give a shout out to Keenan Horton in Mercury, Nevada, and Jaime Pearson in Dunphy, Nevada, and Madeline McCoy in Spanish Springs, Nevada. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being around. Thank you so much for all the encouragement. We appreciate the tips. We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate all the questions. I just want to quickly recap what we talked about today. When you choose a CRM tool, I've already told you that CRM is critical nowadays. If you want to explode your sales, if you want to crush your rivals, if you want to gain market share, you cannot but get into CRM. That's the biggie right now. And the thing here is that with the proper CRM tool, you can sell more. So you can basically enhance productivity, your processes, and the pipeline visibility for your sales team across the world. Again, this is very important, across the world and across the board. Now you can integrate it so the CRM software will play nicely with all your favorite tools thanks to a robust integration directory and APIs. You can communicate better by connecting with customers. You can prospect smartly, and most importantly, you can power customer success and make your sales explode through the CRM functionalities. Now, this is the recap. This is the takeaway, right? Now, as you know, in every show, we like to give our customers a call to action or several calls to action. For us, it's very important because, as I always like to say, information is power, right? People talk about information is power, but information with no action is just dead. It's lethargy, it's apathy, right? Nobody wants that. The real power comes when you act. So information with action is what I call omnipotence, is all powerfulness. You can move things, right? Because things are moved in this world through action. So you have to act now. Today, I want you to do these things. Audit your overall sales cycle. Review past and current transactions and focus on the top 20%. Now, as I've said it during the program, the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule, also known as the law of the vital few or the principle of factor sparsity, says that 20% of clients will provide 80% of your sales. So you want to really focus on the past and current transactions of the top 20% clients. Now, find a CRM software vendor that fits your sales process or sales cycle. You want to start sending automated emails. Now, most CRM, most small business CRM software allows users to streamline early communication with clients through automated responses, right? I talked about that before. You want to use things like templates. Start using today templates and pull reports. And from today on, improve your complaint resolution cycle. And last but not least, train your employees to utilize client data. This is very important. You'll be amazed how many customers, how many small businesses don't train their employees to use their client data. By employees here, I'm talking about your sales rep though. This is the sales rep. You want to train your sales rep to utilize clients' data more effectively. Now, this is very important. If you can do all these things, you are going to see your sales explode in no time. This is it, folks. This is today's show. I wanted to share with you the benefits of CRM software. Oh yeah, totally forgot about the pro tip here. All right, here is today's pro tip. This is very important. Also, we always drop a pro tip at the end of the show. Here is today's pro tip. But before we do that, I just want to thank everyone thank the audience. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, for sharing, for commenting on this show. We appreciate the attention, and we'll be right back right after this. All right, here is today's pro tip. You want to streamline your sales process, make it easy, make it more direct, faster. Choose the path of the least user resistance. Make sure that your interface, whatever CRM you choose, make sure that it is very, very, very user-friendly. Support your workflows. Don't rewire them. Don't reinvent the wheel. Support your existing workflows. And last but not least, facilitate cross-team collaboration. This is it, folks. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Stay marvelous. I will see you next time. Thanks.